Hi everybody, Julie here from The Sales Manager. Welcome to this week's Sales Tip of the Week. And this week we are continuing the theme aiming at all of you out there that are setting up your own business. And this week I have the lovely Mark COSTER from Pixooma with us today. So Mark has created all of the branding for my business and has been working with me since the year dot. So I thought it was very relevant to bring Mark along and to talk to us about the importance of branding and I suppose the importance of good graphic design. So Mark, over to you. What do you think is important, branding and graphic design?
Okay, what I always say to people is that a logo, no matter how good it is not going to save your business on its own. It can't cope with them, can't solve any of your business problems, but it is the foundation of a good brand which can help you build your business, I think, much more successfully and be more visible. It's all about consistency about the marketing you put out, and all of that then leads back to having a brand that is recognizable. So my favorite sort of definition is that your brand is what people talk about, how they describe your business when you're not there. Realistically, when people talk about branding, what they actually mean is corporate identity, or even just a logo. Corporate identity is everything that you as a company put out, all your logos, all your colors, the text, the tone of voice, all the graphic styles you use. And the logo is the linchpin of that whole thing. It's not everything, but it's the linchpin of that whole thing. Okay. So the key things for the logo, though, whether you do it yourself or you get somebody else to do it, the very key thing is that it should be a vector file. That's a mathematical file. It's not a JPEG, it's not PNG, it's not something that when you scale it up will pixelate and go fuzzy and look horrendous. A vector file, when created properly, will scale to any size, any use, and not look inappropriate, not look pixelated. Keep it simple. Because the logos will be more versatile. They're used across more work in various different sizes. Anything that's really complicated, when you scale it down, will look like a right mess. It should be appropriate. That doesn't mean it should say what you do, because practically no global logo, none of the big players ever say, their image never says what they do, but it's appropriate to them, to their industry. It doesn't look frivolous if it's supposed to be something very serious, vice versa, etc. And that's the key, really, is keeping it simple, versatile, appropriate, and that will give you longevity as well. And that's the other thing. Companies will rebrand, they will refresh, they will change things over time, sometimes more comprehensively than others. But it's best if you can have something that's lasts a decent length of time. Otherwise, people are just going to get confused. So it's consistency again.
Brilliant. That's fantastic, Mark. Thank you very much for some really, really good tips there. So if people wanted to get hold of you to pick your brains, ask you any more questions about branding or graphic design, how do they reach you?
The best place to reach me is via the phone, which is 01536 217 007, or they can visit my website and get my contact details off there, which is pixooma.co.uk.
Lovely. Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for that. And thank you, guys. Next week, we are going to be talking to Laura Ann Williams from Get Social, and she's going to be helping with some hints and tips about setting up your social media for the first time when you're starting your business. So we'll see you there. Take care. Bye.